Hello mathematicians! It's me again, Teacher Nova. In today's video, ang aking tatalakayin ay tungkol sa ratio and proportion. So, ano nga ba ang ratio? So, ratio is a comparison by division of two numbers. So, division of two numbers. So, kapag isinulat natin, so, ganitong mangyayari, A over B. Pwede rin siyang A is to B or di kaya A to B. Ito yung ating example. Math and PB obtained 36 and 45 points respectively in their math quiz. So, in writing ratio, so pag sinulat natin yung kanilang points in ratio, so it's look like this, 36 over 45. Now, to get the lowest term, so find a possible integers that can divide dito sa 36 and 45. And the possible integer is 9. So 36 divided by 4, 36 divided by 9, rather, is 4. And 45 divided by 9 is 5. So the ratio is 4 over 5, or we can also write it as 4 is to 5. So next example, the measures of two consecutive angles of a parallelogram are in ratio 5 is to 7. 5 their measures. Again, from the given, two consecutive angles. So, gaya ng sinabi sa parallelogram, ang consecutive angles sa parallelogram ay supplementary. Ibig sabihin, when we add these two consecutive angles, ay magiging 180. So, to find the measure of these angles, so let yung 5, so let 5x, yung 7, 7x. Then, when we add this one, is equal to supplementary. Ano ba yung panang supplementary? Equate with 180 degrees. So, now, add 5 plus 7 is 12 is equal to 180. And to get the value of x, divide both sides by 12. And 12 divided by x, 12x divided by 12 is x, and 180 divided by 12 is 15. So now, get yung ating 5. So multiply 15 sa 5. So it is 75. At yung isa naman, 7 times 15 is 105. So when we add these two, 75 plus 105, it is equal to 180. Another example, we have an angle is 40 degrees more than its supplement. Find the ratio of the angles to its supplement. Okay, let's have let. And sabi, more than its supplement. So, x, yung isa, then 40 degrees more than x. So, x plus 40. And we use the word supplement. So, ang ating gagamitin ay supplementary. So, ito ay i-equate with 180. So, x, ito, plus x plus 40. So, x plus 40 is equal to 180. Then, combine similar terms. X plus x is 2x. Then, copy 40 is equal to 180. Then transpose positive 40 to the right side. So 180 minus 40. Naging minus kasi galing siya sa left side. Now subtract. So 140. And to get the value of x, divide both sides by 2. Therefore, the value of x is 70. So, itong x dito ay 70. At itong x plus 40, so we need to add 70 plus 40 is equal to 180. Again, so when we add these two, 110 and 70, it equate with or equal to 180. So, 110 is to 70 yung kanyang ratio. So, dito kanina, find the ratio of the angle to its supplement. And to get the lowest term, pwede natin siya i-divide sa 10. Sila sa 10. So, 110 divided by 10 is 11. And 70 divided by 10 is 7. So, 11 over 7 is the ratio of the angle to each supplementary. O di kaya, 11 is to 7. So now let's proceed to proportion. So what is proportion? An equation in which two ratios are equal. So we can write it as A over B is equal to C over D. So in proportion, we can also write it like this. A is to B is equal to C is to D. So in proportion, meron tayong tinatawag na means and extremes. So yung means ay ito. So kapag nakasulat siya ng ganito, yung means ay yung dalawang nasa gitna, yung extremes ay yung dalawang nasa gilid. So kapag ganito siya nakasulat, ang means ay ito, B and C. Ang extremes, A and D. So, para mas maintindihan kung paano ma-identify ang means and extremes, we have an example. Identify the means and extremes. So, first example, we have 10 is to 5 is equal to k is to 4. So, ang means ay yung dalawang nasa gitna, 5 and k, and extremes ay dalawang nasa gilid, 10 and 4. Another means ay 9 and 4 and extremes ay 2 and 3. Next, means m and 11 and extremes m plus 5 and 10. So, hindi pwedeng m lang yung kukunin. Kung ano yung nandiyan, lahat ikakopy m plus 5. It means y minus 2 and negative 3. Negative 3. So, ayan. Extremes, y plus 11 and 10. So, another example sa proportion ngayon is find the value of the indicated variable. So, using the same example kanina, so find the value of k. So, ang gagawin is multiply yung means, multiply ang extremes. So, yung means kanina is 5 and k, extremes ay 10 and 4. So, i-multiply. To get the value of k, divide both sides by 5 and 40 divided by 5 is 8. Therefore, k is equal to 8. Next, so cross multiplication. So x times x x squared. 4 times 9 is 36. Get the both side, yung square root nila. So, magiging 6. Square root of x is x. Square root of 36 is 6. So, yung ating x dito ay 6. Dito, 6. Ito is 6. Next example. So, cross multiplication method. So, m times 10 is 10m, plus 5 times 10 is 50. 11 times m is 11m. So, combine similar terms and simplify. 10m minus 11m equals 50. 10m minus 11m is negative m equals 50. So, para matanggal yung negative, we need to multiply both sides with negative 1. So, negative 1 times negative m naging positive na. At yung positive 50 times negative 1 is naging negative 50. And again, we have a last one example. Last example, cross multiplication method again. So, y times 10 is 10y plus 11 times 10 is 110 equals y times negative 3 is negative 3y minus negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6. Combine similar terms. 10y plus 3y is equal to 6 minus 110. So, bakit naging minus 110? So, from left side, positive siya. Kung i-transpose sa right side, magiging negative. So, simplify. 13y is equal to negative 104. So, divide both sides by 13. Therefore, the value of y is negative 8. So, we have the properties of proportion. So, use the properties of proportion to solve for the value of x in the proportion 12 over x and is equal to 2 over 10. So, first property, means and or extremes and means, or means and is equal to extremes. So, ito yung ating given. So, extremes magiging ganyan. So, just multiply yung means and means, extremes and extremes. 12 times 10, 2 times x. So, 120 is equal to 2x. Divide both sides with 2. Therefore, ang x is 60. That is the property number 1. Extreme, extreme, means, means. Or di kaya, means, means, extreme, extremes. The second property is reciprocal or inverted. So, reciprocal. So, ayan. Kung mapapansin, yung 12x naging x12 is equal to yung 2 over 10 naging 10 over 2. Then, kung reciprocal na, pwede na bumalik sa ito. So, you can also get the lowest term, 5 over 1. And kapag reciprocal na, pwede ka na bumalik sa first property. Means by means, extremes by extremes. So, cross multiplication method. So, ang x is 60. So, property number 3, interchange. So, from the given, so pag in-interchange, ganitong mangyayari. 12x naging 12 over 2. Yung 2 over 10 naging x over 10. So, yung nag-interchange ay yung means. So, nag-interchange ang kanilang pwesto. Then, after interchanging, balik ka sa first property. So, multiply extremes and extremes and means by means. So, ayan, divide again with 2. Therefore, x is 60. So, yung isa naman, interchange natin yung extreme. So, kanina yung means, ngayon naman yung extremes. So, the same process after using the property, balik always sa property 1 to get the value of x. So, addition and subtraction is the property number 4. So, ganitong mangyayari from the given, 12 over x nagiging 12 plus x over x is equal to 2 over 10 ay nagiging 2 plus 10 over 10. So, ang nangyayari ay yung means nila or yung nasa denominator ng ratio ay ina-add sa taas. Ayan. Then after, combine, then balik ka sa first property. Multiply ang means by means, extremes by extremes. And combine similar terms. Then subtract, then get the value of x. So addition yon. At ito naman ang subtraction. The same lang din, na-change lang yung operation. So after gawin yan, is simplify ito. Then balik ulit sa first property, which is means by means, extremes by extremes. Then simplify and combine similar terms and simplify again to get the value of x. So, meron tayong idadagdag, the proportional segment. So, pag sinabi nating segment, so ito, proportional segment. So, we have here segments and segment AC over segment CB, so that is ratio, is equal to segment DF over segment FE. Ito. Or, we can also write it as like this. AC is to CB is equal to DF is to FE. So, for examples, assume that the pairs of segment below are divided proportionally. Find the length of the indicated part. So, ito yung ating given segments. So, ito. So, 10 over x, 6 over 9. 10 over x, 6 over 9. So, find the length of the indicated part. So, cross multiplication method and multiply, then divide both sides with 6. Therefore, ang ating x ay 15. So, 10 is to 15. Next, we have the 7 over 4 is equal to x over 6. Again, pag sinulat natin in proportion, then, gamitin natin yung property number 1, means by means, extremes by extremes. So, after multiplying, then to get the value of x, divide both sides with 4, and 42 divided by 4 is 10.5. So, dyan nagtatapos ang ating lesson. I hope may natutunan kayo sa video ito. Salamat sa panonood.